Hi, welcome to Sugar Free. This is the Daily Tarot for Friday, the 17th of September 2021. I have shuffled, so I will cut. This is a major arcana reading. Okay, let's see what we've got. Judgment in the reverse. The Star, and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Okay. I say it like that because it being a wheel, this way up, that way up, yeah, does it really matter? We'll see, we'll see. Okay, so happy to see the Star here in the middle of the reading, beaming, gleaming out at us with such innocence, such hope, and such abundance of spiritual faith. Absolutely lovely. Very late on in the tarot cycle, number 17, when we've been through all sorts of stuff. And we've got to the point now, by the time we get to the Star, where we are so over it. We're just over it. Whatever it is, this and this, it's just like, yeah, whatever. And we've left it all behind, and we're out, naked, in nature, under the stars, pouring and pouring and pouring of ourselves into the source. We are both the source and the ocean and the cloud and the well and the river. We've become everything by this point, and we don't fear anything anymore. How lovely, how lovely. 17 is then followed by 18, which is the moon, where we're like, oh, hold on, perhaps there is something to fear. Stuff bubbling up from the depths, and then we have the sun, and then we have judgment, and then we have the world, the end of the cycle. So we're quite near the end of the cycle here. Okay, anyway, judgment in the reverse. Something perhaps doesn't need to be gone over again. It doesn't need it. It's not relevant today to go over it again. And issues of whether we were lucky or unlucky, you know, maybe we're just, whatever it is today, maybe we're just going to put it down to a bit of bad luck and leave it there. You know, fortunes rise, fortunes fall. We never know what's around the corner. And I mean, whatever happens to us, whatever we meet round the corner, will at some point, and whatever we do about what we meet round the corner, will at some point have to be kind of accounted for, and yeah, assessed as a kind of final reappraisal of things. And that's the nature of the Judgment card. But before we can leave it behind, but not today, not today. This is almost like a softer version of the reading we had yesterday. I mean, we were just like, yeah, whatever. I'm not going to sit there and pick through, like, invent things to put on my conscience to pick through when I've got fish to fry, I've got stuff to get on with, and I just want to, like, crack on. This is the same sort of energy. But it's less brutal today. It's less sort of kindly psychopathic today. It's soft. She's not bothered. She's not bothered about whether she was lucky or not. She's not bothered about whether this is going to have to be, or already has been, or should be kind of reassessed or not. It's just this beautiful soft energy. Okay, where am I going from here? Let's pull another one. Death. Okay, inevitable change. Inevitable change, and change that comes in its natural rhythm. I'm noticing here the angle of the bodies here, slightly pitched over this way, slightly pitched over this way. You know, death is not a frightening thing if we accept its reality. It's only frightening when we think we might be able to dodge it when it comes, and then we end up sort of like trying to run away from it. That's when it becomes frightening. What we see here is the harvest, in a sense. And what's being harvested here is the bishop's mitre, the jewels, the weapons, the tools, the books, the crown, all the trappings of power and life, all that can be accrued materially and in terms of sort of worldly power, just being swept away here. The only thing that escapes is the artist's palette and creativity. How wonderful. But, you know, in due course, that scythe will come, snicker-snack, and it'll all be gone. And it'll be kind of meaningless. I mean, it's almost like a broom, you know, sort of sweeping up all this stuff that once had value and is now just stuff. Accept it. Acceptance. It's beautiful. Okay, let's get another one. Yep, Emperor in the reverse. There's no huge power to be fought for today. It's just not... It's not even that it's not worth it, but in a sense it is that. I mean, what is the point? You know, why do people struggle for power? What's it for? I've really been wondering about this a lot recently. What is it for? What is this power that people seek? I'll leave that. I'll leave that question hanging. But you know, what is it, and what good does it do anybody? Anyone who has it, or anyone who is on the receiving end of it from somebody else? What good does it do anybody? The early 20th century French philosopher and mystic Simone Weil had a wonderful take on worldly power, which is what the emperor is about. She said, when you have attained power, you know, people fight and work to attain power. Once it is attained, only one of two things is then possible once you have attained power. You either give it away, let go of it, or you work to maintain it. Those are the only two options open to you once you've gained power. And of course, most people choose the latter. They just work and work and work to find ways to hold on to whatever power they've got. And we see the results of that. There's real... It's acceptance, and it's not resignation. There's nothing resigned about this, because we have the star in the middle. There's nothing resigned about this. This is active acceptance. And the word escapes me at the moment. But... Oh, sorry, I can't think of the word. It's active, happy, joyful acceptance of reality in all its ups and downs, in full acknowledgement that, you know, this judgment thing, yes, you know, we will have to account for ourselves sooner or later, whether we know it or not, whether it's a public sort of process of accounting for ourselves, or whether it's before God when we die. Who knows? Who knows? All this change, this growing and harvesting and growing and harvesting here in the death card is completely natural, and nothing that this dude can do can change any of that. I'm going to get one more to finish. Ha ha, look at that. The magician. Just do it. That's the message on the table today. Do it in good faith. Just do it and enjoy it. Right, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.